lovelies, my name is Aya Elizabeth. This is a very quick one. Thank you so much for watching Eat Right Africa. This is the very first review that I'm doing on this program, and I've been getting your queries, your questions. You know, you guys want to know how to lose tummy fat and how to lose it very effectively. Starchy foods, we're talking about yam and everything that you can make from yam, whether it's fried or pounded. We're talking about cassava, whether it's gari or you cut it and eat it and boil it, whichever way, whatever forms cassava comes in. It's too starchy. You're just going to continue adding more fat and more weight in your tummy area. All right, we're talking about rice. Everything that's made of rice, tuwo, jollof rice, fried rice, whichever form or way it comes in. Spaghetti and noodles, everything that comes from wheat. We're talking about bread, especially white bread. Now, the difference between white bread and brown bread is that white bread has a higher glycemic load. It means that it spikes up the blood sugar in your stream so quickly and you feel hungry way too soon. So if you go for bread that's just wheat, that is whole wheat bread, the brown one, which most of you don't like, you're on the better side. Okay, so we've talked about all the starchy foods. Plantains, yeah? Plantains are also quite, heavy on carbohydrates. Whether you pound them or you fry them or they roasted, whichever forms, you need to drastically cut on all this kind of foods. No sugars, no carbohydrates, if you want to really, really seriously lose fat in your tummy area. What's left for me to eat? The other question is, if you cut down on carbohydrates, there's nothing left, right? You're thinking that the only sources of carbohydrate are the things that I mentioned earlier. No, no, darling, that's not the case. What you can do is you can always make sure that you remember that you have carbohydrates in fruits and vegetables. They also contain sugar. So don't fret, you're not going to be having a deficit on carbohydrates. What is left for you to eat? You can do a lot of beans. Beans in all its forms, whether it's cooked, whether it's mashed to make a paste, whether it's been, fried, whether it's steamed, whichever form beans comes in. Beans also contains carbohydrate, but it's the different kind of carbohydrates, and they're really, really good for you. So you can go more on beans, you can do more fruits, more vegetables. You can buy natural yogurt, plain yogurt, no sugar, no sweeteners, no fruit, not strawberry, no flavors, just natural plain yogurt is good for you. All right, my lovelies, I'm going to round off this review episode for you really nicely. Number one, breakfast. If you want to have breakfast, do oatmeal or do muesli. If you don't have fresh yogurt or fresh milk, it's all right. You can get the dry powdered milk. That's absolutely fine. Then, if you want a snack at some point in between the day, you can take a container with you to work. You cut your carrots in, you cut your cucumbers in, you have an apple, you have an orange. It is perfect. Don't forget, I am not going to recommend plantain chips. It's just 100 grams. It's 400 kilocalories. That's a lot on your weight. Where does it end? Here, right here. It starts here, it starts here, it starts there. You don't want to do that. For lunch, you can have chicken, you can have fish. Leave out the eba, leave out the amala, leave out the rice. This is really seriously for people that are considering losing weight in the tummy area. Okay? You're going to gradually get used to not eating that much and just being fine with how much you've eaten. Alright? So beans are good for you. You can have beans for lunch, you can have beans for dinner. Okay? So you want to do more proteins. Don't forget that it's not so much of a trouble if you've cut on carbohydrate, because all of this food behind me, most fruits and vegetables contain carbohydrate. If you want something that is kind of creamy, I recommend you go for natural yogurt. You can put any of these fruits into it, and that is absolutely fine. Okay? I promise you, if you listen to what I'm saying and you do this, you apply it in the way that you eat, you're going to see a drastic change. Okay? All right, my lovelies, thank you for watching, and join me for the next episode. Have a great day.